Welcome to this Tarot de Marseille card reading for March 25 to April 7, 2019. Please remember that this is a general reading on the energies going on right now globally regarding politics, climate, etc., and inside of us as human beings and Earth people living on this planet, and therefore it will not necessarily resonate with your personal life in details. If you would like a personal reading, please read the info in the box below this video. For this reading, as for the last reading I did, the star people is sending Diana, Roman goddess of the hunt, the moon and nature, through to us with a very specific message where she tells us that these special times of transition are in our hands. Also, she is known as the Virgin Goddess of childbirth and women. Diana was also a twin, since she had a twin brother called Apollon, so there is a regard to duality in this reading, and again, a very special and intense message coming through for us for the next 2 weeks. In general, there seems to be extra power on the mother energy coming in, so let's bear them and Diana in mind throughout the reading. The first major arcana card that turns up is number 0, the Fool, talking about strong will and is symbolizing us as an individual ready to start a new journey or cycle of life with our bag over the shoulder, not looking back or even paying attention to what other people think about our decision to move on in our life. On the card we see the individual not noticing that his trousers are already ruined by a dog. Maybe a symbol of our environment trying to hold us back, but nothing can stop us at this point. In my last reading we had the Tower card coming in, so this is showing us that after we have left our old life, traditions, convictions and so on, there is only left for us to start afresh, move on into the next cycle of life, and as I mentioned in the intro, we are at transitional times. Now, to get a bit more information on this, we look to the Minor Arcana card deck, and here we find King of Pentacles and Two of Wands. This is telling us that we are moving on with really strong, grounded resources in our earth life, our economy, our material activities, and that we are feeling more in tune with our bodies, our interacting with other people and our creativity, sort of working out a new balance as we go along, following our path. If you're into some sort of business, it could mean that your next goal, which you're moving in the direction of, is a new financial project or adventure in alliance with others, finding new partnerships, or simply making stronger the ones you already have. Remember that the Fool moves on with great confidence and with many abilities at his hand, so no matter in which direction this means for you specifically, please bear this in mind. And so let's move on to the next major arcana card to see where this takes us. Here we meet card number 2, the High Priestess, talking about study, showing us that intuition, faith, wisdom, self-discipline is required now. We must not be lazy and ignorant. This is where I think we find Diana in the strongest personalization in the reading, as card number 2 also symbolizes the mother. So here she is in the middle of the chart, making sure that we, her children, are starting out safe on the next part of our life journey and sending us even more energy to make sure that we will keep moving forward. Let's have a look at the Minor Arcana card I drew for the High Priestess, and here we find Knave of Pentacles coming out upside down, along with 8 of Wands. Here we are told not to believe everything that we hear from people coming in to influence us on our journey. People telling us, hey, I have an idea, maybe you should start this career, or maybe you should start doing this and that in your life. No. Stay the course. Hold on to your own and well-deserved resources, whether it be financially or more on a human resources level. We need to trust in our own expectations, projects and planning of creativities. This will be in the areas of our physical body and the impulses that we receive through that, as I have mentioned earlier in prior readings. and 2, in meetings with the world, with others, and the way we express ourselves through our hobbies, interests, or creativity simply. The High Priestess is also my never give up card, so keep going and trust in yourself, your plans will be realized into 3D. To find out a little bit more about this, we will now move on to the last major arcana card, and here we have card number 6, the Lover, talking about choice, coming out upside down. This is giving us the impression that there is something which we are not yet ready to make up our mind about, indicating that perhaps the challenging times make it a bit too hard for us to see 100% clearly right now. The minor arcana card coming out for card number 6, the upside down, is King of Swords, also showing himself upside down. So this is on a mental realm. Our thoughts, ideas, and maybe even what we experience as paranormal is out of balance. We are not the best of experts or judges on what to do exactly, in which direction to move in. We cannot yet plan for the next part of our lives, as it seems that we are missing some pieces of the puzzle, the big picture. So to sum up what these weeks are about for us in general, I looked at the bottom of each card deck, starting with the major arcana cards. Here we find card number 8, the Justice card, talking about balance, but coming out upside down. Again, an association to the Greek and Roman gods and goddesses, as I come to think of the goddess Justitia. And with 2 of Pentacles coming in at the bottom of the minor arcana cards, we are told that there is some kind of instability going on in our earth life, in our economy perhaps, or with our house or apartment, a lack of balance. We must be careful to follow the middle path through stormy weather, which very well could be symbolized by our environment trying to bring us out of course in relation to the direction we wish to move in. Perhaps we will be met with prejudice or unjust behavior, but we must remember that every pioneer up through history has been met or judged severely when trying to bring new aspects and perspective on the already existent society into the world. Also, this could point in the direction of our physical surroundings. Who and what do we surround ourselves with? Is it something we need? Or could we live without it? The Justice card in reverse is asking us to put attention to what does not bring equity in our lives. And to me, this card can be aligned with the zodiac sign of Libra, which is all about harmony, balance, peace, and relationships. We just had a full moon in Libra and are in the next days still feeling the impact of that. Now this full moon illuminated this area of our life, just as the sun moved into the zodiac sign of Aries, which is about our intellect and the self. So we now begin to ask ourselves what works for us socially and what does not. As we have another full moon also in Libra in mid-April, this full moon in March can be seen as the first part of a cleaning out in our social life, viewing the next full moon in Libra as the second part. So whatever you do in this area of your life, take it easy and move forward slowly and wisely. So the Justice card upside down and the 2 of Pentacles may indicate some hard times when it comes to design our life, the physical frame of it, and therefore it is crucial that we keep looking ahead towards our goals and next steps in life to be able to keep our balance. Finally, as usual, we will put a few words on the next 2 weeks. I shuffled my angel cards from the original angel card deck, written and drawn by Kathy Tyler and Joy Drake, and the only card to show up this time when shuffling them was spontaneity. And as I have collected several different alchemical things in the box where I keep my angel cards too, a red thread came out together with this card. On the picture we see a red angel which symbolizes the root chakra, the earth level, something in our lives becoming very tangible. Now I don't know the meaning of the red thread in other countries, but here in Denmark we have a saying, the red thread of things, meaning that there is some kind of alignment of situations going on in our lives, or that is important to see and follow the red thread, simply in order to get through whatever we might be facing. So when things start to shake a little and we find that it's difficult to keep our balance at this moment in world history, we need to be a little spontaneous to keep our connection here symbolized by the red thread, to Mother Earth, so that we can get through this transition, not risking to be stagnated due to the fact that we cannot figure things out on a mental level. I'm going to leave it at that. Hope you have enjoyed the reading. Remember to listen to your body for signs that let you know that we are not alone. Keep your focus to the red thread, your goal, your next destination in life. Remember to kick in some spontaneity to keep the flow of life going. Take care. Thank you for watching and listening. Bye for now.